Hey Yogi, welcome to class. I'm Rhi, this is Burghley. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're returning, it's great to have you back to practice with us again. So today's class is Ashtanga Fusion, so a playful take on some foundations of Ashtanga with just a bit of fun mixed in. You're not going to need any props for the class, but if you know you like to practice with a block for things like side angle pose, then by all means grab some blocks now and then meet me at the top of the mat. So bringing the big toes to touch, have a 1-inch gap between the heels. Try and neutralize the pelvis here, so tuck the tailbone slightly under, not so that you're pressing forward, but just enough to have some neutrality in the hips. Come into Samasthiti, hands down by the side of the body, palms facing into the legs. Look down at the feet, lift all 10 toes up off the mat and drop them. Notice how that creates a lovely arch in the foot. Inhale, lift all 10 toes. Drop them on the exhale. One more time, lift the head up, now lift the toes up. See if you can lift them any higher. We really want to create that lovely archway in the feet. And then exhale, lower. Take the hands into the center of the chest, palms pressed together, Anjali Mudra. The thumbs can push into the chest bone nice and lightly. Close down the eyes. Relax the shoulder blades down the back. Start to turn on the thigh muscles so that you can just slightly lift the kneecaps. Release the butt if you're gripping it. We all seem to grip our butts in this position. See if you can reach the crown of the head any higher without hiking the chin. We'll take some rounds of Ujjayi Breath. If you're not familiar with the breath, you just need to inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, contracting the back of the throat ever so slightly on inhale and exhale to make a lovely wave-like sound, or a Jedi Darth Vader sound. So let's take a few rounds together just to sort of bring ourselves into the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll try and maintain this breath through the practice. I'm sure it'll wander off. Just keep coming back to it when you can. Take a moment here to just feel really stable in this preparatory position before we move into the physical practice. Notice that you're probably swaying ever so slightly. We're just vibrating all the time, vibrating creatures. The chest is rising on those inhales, the belly's lifting, the heart's beating, the chest and belly lower on the exhale. So we're always moving. It's just your internal vibration. Notice how it feels today. Take the eyes open, hands down by the side, Samasthiti. We'll begin. Have a great practice. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up, gaze up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms come through, fold over, Uttanasana. Bend the knees for these first few. Let the head hang heavy, press the fingers into the mat, lift the tailbone. Inhale, halfway lift. You can take fingers to shins. Exhale, plant the hands. The right foot goes back, the left foot goes back. Find high plank for a moment. Press back into the heels. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale in Chaturanga. So everything meets the mat together. Come all the way down. Untuck the toes. On the inhale, lift to locust pose. Might be a gentle lift for now. It's just starting to feel out the back. As you exhale, prepare to come into your cobra or up dog. Inhale. Find your version of Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, push back, to down dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. First down dog, pop a bend in the knees if it feels good. We want a nice ski slope back as always, broad through the shoulders. What's that mean? Just don't have the shoulders hiking up to the ears. Try and send the shoulder blades down the back. Checking the hands are nice and spread. Fingers spread, turn the heels out slightly. Stick those tailbones up to the ceiling or to the sky. Then bend the knees, look forward. Find your way to the top of the mat. Any way you're going to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Let's go again. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift the drishti. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana, push the mat away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You might jump back to plank this time. Continue that exhale, be strong, Chaturanga Dandasana. Everything meets the mat together, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift to locust. Make sure the feet don't go too wide here. Exhale, hands come down, prepare. Inhale, find your version of Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And then on the exhale, push back. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bend the knees here, maybe take some wriggles. You can nod the head, you can shake the head. We're going to be here many, many times throughout the practice, so worry less now about driving to get those heels to the mat. Worry more about warming up everything in down dog. Spread the fingers, find some stillness, turn the heels out. Pop a bend in the knees to get your little ski slope back. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, to the top of the mat. You might jump. Inhaling, still lift the gaze. Exhaling, Uttanasana, push the mat away. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift the drishti. Exhale, Samasthiti, watch your plant if you have one. One more, inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, find your way to plank. Be strong as you lower with control, Chaturanga Dandasana. Everything meets the mat together. Untuck the toes, lift up. Locust pose. So really reach through the fingertips, reach through the toes. Be nice and broad across the collarbones. Exhale, prepare, zip the elbows in. Inhale, find Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, your version. Exhale, meet me in a downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Flick the hair out of your face if it's getting in the way. Pop a little bend in the knees. Nice and broad across the shoulders. Head hangs heavy, drishti in between the legs. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, come to the top. Lift the gaze, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over, head hangs heavy. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Nice. So we've done our 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, deep bend of those knees. Sweep the fingertips along the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, find Utkatasana, chair pose. Fingertips touch, drishti to the fingers. Tuck that tailbone under, shine the chest up high. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward, press the mat away with the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump back to plank. Lower all the way, Chaturanga, untuck the toes. Inhale up to locust. Reach back with everything you've got. Exhale to prepare, hands under shoulders. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, come back to Chaturanga, and then push through into down dog. Right foot comes forward, drop the back heel, 45. Rise up on the inhale, Virabhadrasana A, Warrior A. Exhale, hands come down, right foot to the back, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, chaturanga, everything meets the mat together, untuck the toes. Inhale to locust, reach higher, reach longer. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, curl the toes, back to chaturanga, push through to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb, drop the back heel. Reach up, warrior A. Virabhadrasana A, make sure that back foot's 45 degrees and over on the right. Exhale, hands come down, left foot to the back. Chaturanga with control, elbows brush the rib cage. Untuck toes, inhale, lift to locust. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, find Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, tuck the toes, find chaturanga, push through and up to downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Should be getting warmer now as we move through the sequence. Try not to forget your Ujjayi breath, or if you're not doing that and you're a bit like, I don't know what you're on about, then just try and breathe nice and deeply with intention through the nose, matching those inhales with those exhales. Bend the knees, look forward on the inhale, to the top, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, deep bend of those knees, rise into Utkatasana, nearly forgot it. Exhale to stand. We'll go again. Inhale, deep bend of those knees, drop the butt low. Come into Utkatasana, sink weight into the heels. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, press the mat away. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, find chaturanga. Everything meets the mat together. Untuck the toes. Inhale, locust pose. Lift up. Exhale to prepare. Inhale to find your up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, chaturanga. Push back through plank. Find down dog. Right foot replaces right thumb. Drop the back heel. Rise up. Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, hands come down, right foot to the back. Chaturanga with control. Inhale, find your locust, reach back, lift up. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb, drop the back heel, 45. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot to the back. Chaturanga to the mat with control. Untuck the toes. Lift up to locust. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, this time, roll back into down dog. Nice. Feel that heat rising in the body. Notice the heart rate now. And notice if you feel a bit more energized. Bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, to the top. Lift the gaze halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, drop the butt, bend the knees. Find Utkatasana. Exhale, stand. Samasthiti. Inhale, deep bend of those knees. Sweep the fingertips, find Utkatasana. Fingertips touch, lift the drishti. Tuck the tailbone, sink low. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, find plank. Lower down with control, Chaturanga Dandasana, untuck the toes. Inhale to locust pose. Exhale, prepare. Inhale, lift to up dog. Exhale, find chaturanga. Find your down dog through plank. Right foot replaces right thumb, drop back heel, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, right foot to the back. Lower down, chaturanga, untuck the toes. Inhale to locust. Notice if you can go any lower, any higher now. Exhale, prepare. Inhale to up dog, your version. Exhale back to chaturanga and push back to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb. Drop the back heel, rise, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Right hip's coming round, left hip's going back. Exhale, hands to the mat, left foot to the back. Chaturanga with control, meet the mat together. Untuck the toes, inhale to locust pose. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Pop a little bend in the knees again if you need to. Spreading the shoulders, sit bones to the sky. Heels are slightly turning out. Bend the knees on the exhale. On the inhale, look forward to the top. Continue the inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come into Utkatasana. Hold it for a moment, tuck the tailbone, drop the bottom. And then exhale, come to Samasthiti. Nice. So 3 rounds of each, just so that we know the body's nice and warm and then we can move on to other things. From here, you can take the feet just underneath the hips. Then pop the weight into that right foot. Send some energy down that right leg. And then bring the left knee into the chest. Hug it in. Try not to lean too far back. Try and stand nice and tall. And then you can use a wall if you need to. This isn't about the balance here. It's really just about sending that left knee out to the side and bringing it around. So we're just working here on just gently waking up that left hip. So bring the knee in and out, down, in, out, down. Once you've done that a few times, you can then take it the other way. Hear the clicks, feel the wobbles. Try and keep the upper body, quite straight so that you're isolating this movement in that hip socket. Imagine the femur head rolling around in that big joint socket. And feel a bit of heat rising in it, hopefully. From here, bring the left knee into the chest, hug it in nice. See if you can bring it in closer than you did before. Now we've warmed it up a little bit. Flex the toes. You can pop a little bend in the right knee, bring the hands into prayer. See if you can take the chest so it's roughly parallel with the floor. And then see if you can just send that left hip open so left knee goes out. Then slowly bring the left foot up and around and send it all the way back, nice and slow. Spin onto the back heel drops 45, find warrior two. So make sure these warrior twos are clean. Whilst they're always familiar postures, they're often ones that we just get a bit sloppy in. So make sure you can see that right big toe. Make sure that you're really trying to rotate thigh outwards on this back thigh. Pressing the weight across both feet. Lifting the arms up, relaxing the shoulder blades, but really reaching through the hands. Lift the pubic bone and drop the tailbone. From here, let's find Utthita Parsvakonasana. So you can either take forearm onto thigh and lift that left arm up to a diagonal, or you can hover the right fingertips in the archway of that right foot, but try not to put any weight into the right hand. Try and use the strength in your abdominals to hold you up. Parsvakonasana, side angle. Then inhale, look forward, come up onto the back toes. You might be in a bit of a funky position with the feet, don't worry. Lean forward, take that left elbow over the right knee. See if you can take the twist. The hands are binding in the center of the chest, palms pressing into each other, looking up over that right shoulder. 4, Parivrita, Parsvakonasana, revolved Parsvakonasana. Look down nice and slowly at that right foot. See if you can bring that left foot to meet the right. Stay low. Keep the twist for a moment. Then inhale, find chair. Exhale, Samasthiti. Nice, let's do it on the other side. Weight goes in to the left foot. Feet roughly hip distance, just so that we'll have a bit of balance when we start to move backwards. The right knee comes into the chest. Flex those right toes. Squeeze the knee in. Try and regather a bit of breath here if you lost it. I know I did. And now see if you can just open up that right hip to the right, taking that right knee out to the side. Use the wall if you need to for balance. That's fine. Imagine finding a bit of space and opening in these hips as we do this. Loosening it up, oiling up the joints, taking the circle the other way. Notice if the balance suddenly becomes a different beast when you do it the other way. And then bring that knee into the chest. Hopefully you should feel a bit of heat now in that right hip. Standing leg might be talking to you, we've been on it a while. Take the hands into the center of the chest. Start to lean forward. Come as close to parallel as you can. You can have a little bend in that left leg. Take the right knee out to the side. Imagine that the shin is parallel with the mat. Then sweep it up all the way over, nice and slow. Slowly drop the back toes behind you. Spin down 45 onto that back foot. Find Virabhadrasana, be on this side. Again, we want it clean, so lift that pubic bone, drop that tailbone down. Press weight across both feet nicely. Drop the shoulder blades down the back, but really reach through the fingers. Find challenge in the familiar postures. We often just move through them without thinking about it. Try and make it your mission to find a nice deep, clean warrior two. From here, side angle, so again, forearm onto the thigh, right arm up and over, or if you want to turn on those abdominals a bit more, the left fingertips hover in the archway of the left foot. The drishti is up past the elbow, really turning the torso up to the ceiling for Utthita Pajvakonasana. Nice, on the inhale, come into the center. If you want to wriggle that left foot over a little bit, do. Find this version of high lunge. And then lean forward, exhaling, twist so that right elbow hooks over the left knee. Really press the palms into one another. Really straighten through that back leg, push that back heel away. Look up over the left shoulder. Parivrita, Pajvakonasana. Look down at the top foot, don't worry if you're wobbling. Bring that right foot to meet the left. Big toes are touching. And keep that little funky twist for a moment. Inhale, find regular Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. So from here, making sure you've got big toes touching, 1 inch gap between the heels. Drop the butt low. Inhale, find Utkatasana, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, bring the palms in. Take that left elbow, hook it over the right knee. Use the hook of the elbow to send the twist deeper. Drop the butt lower if you can. From here, look down at the feet. This is the challenge. Put the weight into the right foot. See if you can peel the left toes up to kick the butt. Find some stability. And then slowly send that left foot out. And slowly Take it down behind you. Readjust the feet if you need to, and then press the hands together. They should be at the center of the chest or working their way there. You're in Parivrita Parsvottanasana. Inhale, come into the center, take a high lunge for a moment. On the exhale, spin down onto the back heel 45 and open up. We'll take our Utthita Parsvottanasana here. It's a side angle on this side. Really drop the shoulder blade down the back. Use the abdominals to hold you up. Nice, come back. Find Warrior Two. Drop the back hand, spin the front palm forward, lean forward, reach back, reverse Warrior. Straighten that back leg, front leg for a moment, should feel nice. Find Virabhadrasana B again, Warrior Two. Right hand down, left hand down, spin up onto the back toes. Take the right foot over to the right. From here, just bring that left foot to meet the right. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana here. Inhale to chair. Exhale to stand. Nice, we'll do it all on the other side. So inhale, find Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, palms come in. We take the twist to the left side, really hooking that right elbow over the left knee, aiming to get the palms somewhere in the center of the chest. Then looking down at the feet, the challenge again. Weight into the left foot this time, right heel comes into the butt. Slowly send that right leg back. And then slowly place it down. Don't worry if you wobble, I'm wobbling too. Find your revolved Parsvottanasana. Looking up over the top shoulder, pressing the hands together. Find width across the collarbone. Inhale, come into high lunge for a moment. Exhale, drop that back heel 45. You might need to shuffle the feet. Warrior Two for a moment. Then we come into our Utthita Parsvottanasana. Tucking the tailbone under here, dropping that right shoulder down the back, and really trying to spin the torso up to the ceiling. Sweeping the arms back up, Virabhadrasana B. Deep bend of the front knee, reverse the warrior. You can straighten that leg. Oh, I should feel good. Then rebend for a moment. Left hand down, right hand down. Spin up onto the back toes, left foot to the right. Look forward. Bring the right foot in to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, drop the butt, lift the fingertips. Find Utkatasana. And exhale, Samasthiti. Nice. We'll do that one more time, building on the sequence. So inhale, deep bend of those knees. Find your Utkatasana, tuck the tailbone, drishti lifts. Exhale, palms into the center, drop the butt, twist over to the left, the right. Hook that left elbow over the right knee. Look down at the feet, weight into the right foot, energy into that right foot. The left foot just peels off. Send it to the back. And then dropping it down with control, or as much control as you've got. Opening up the chest, revolved side angle. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Find Warrior Two, reshuffle the feet. Coming into side angle. Utthita Parsvottanasana. Coming up, Warrior Two. Spinning the front palm, reversing the warrior, looking up over that right hand. Straightening that leg, come all the way up. set yourself up for Trikonasana. So trying to square the hips out. We'll take the hands into a T, coming forward from the hips, tilting the hips, dropping that right hand wherever it's going to go, reaching the left arm up. Find Trikonasana, drop that left shoulder blade down the back. Imagine you're leaning back on a wall. You can gaze up or down, whatever the neck's doing today. Really press weight into that right foot. Don't have all the weight in the heel. From here, swing that left hand over, take it on the outside of the right foot, right hand on the outside of the right foot, frame the foot, spin up onto the back toes. Find this version of pyramid. Inhale, lift the chest, lift your gaze, suck that right hip back, left hip comes forward. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. On the exhale, plant the hands down. See if you can sweep that right leg all the way up into three-leg dog without bending it. Don't worry if you do. Inhale, bring that right knee into the chest, come into plank. Take it and tap it on the left tricep and then send that right foot out towards the left. Setting up for fallen triangle. Weight into the right hand. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Drop the collarbone, drop the shoulder blade down the back, really reaching up through the hips. And then exhale, see if you can come up onto the heels and slowly lower down to the butt. Bring that left foot in to the right thigh. Setting up for Janu Shirshasana. A bit of familiarity after all that funky sequence. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, lean over that right leg. Clasp the hands over the right foot. Inhale, find length in the spine, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows, send the chest along towards the toes. We're really lifting those elbows up. We're not dropping them any lower than the little toe, and the gaze, the drishti, is over the big toe. See if you can ride the breath in this asana and go along the leg. On the exhale, as you breathe, feel the belly push into the right thigh. And as you exhale, move into that space. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift up, length through the spine again. Exhale, release. Okay, so we're going to move into a little bit of a funky position from here. So take the left foot flat to the mat, bend in the left knee, and then take it up and over that right thigh. So now you've got the left toes pointing up towards the front of the mat. Plant the right hand down so it's parallel with the left foot. Reach the left arm up. Lean forward. See if you can take hold of the outside of the right foot with the left hand. If you can't, see if you can take hold of the ankle or the shin. We're setting up for Grasshopper here. So lift the right heel off the mat, off the floor. That's the first stage. Then start to lean forward and then see if you can just lift the butt off the mat. You can look to the right foot for Grasshopper pose. Now see if you can straighten the left leg, keeping hold of the right leg, and then release that right leg. Take the right foot down, lower the right knee down. Find low lunge. You might need to readjust the feet, that's cool. Make sure they're hip distance. Inhale, send the hips low, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Look up. As you exhale, see if you can lift up and take a little back bend. And then hands come down, frame the front foot. Inhale, take that left foot, lift the toes off the mat, come back, straighten the left leg. Find Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split. So half split, we're really trying to bring these toes back, all of them, towards the shins, lifting the chest, looking forward, making sure that the butt is tracking roughly over the knee so you get a nice stretch in that left hamstring. Nice. Plant the left foot down. Tuck the back toes under. Bring the right foot to meet the left. From here, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, drop the butt. Come into chair, Utkatasana, lift the gaze. Exhale to stand. Awesome. We'll take that on the other side. So inhale, drop the fingers to the mat, sweep them up, tuck the tailbone, Utkatasana. Exhale, palms come in, turn over to the left, hook the right elbow on the outside of that left knee. Drop the butt. Look down to the mat. Weight into the left foot. Bring the right heel into the butt. Slowly extend the right leg. Don't worry if you're wobbling. And drop the right foot down. Really press the hands in towards the center of the chest, opening up for revolved Parsvakonasana. Inhale, come into the center, face the top of the mat. Exhale, drop the back heel, 45. Set yourself up for side angle. Taking the left fingertips to the archway of the foot or the left forearm to the left thigh. Wherever you're going, try and turn to face the ceiling with the torso. Tuck the tailbone under, deep bend of that front knee. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, reverse the warrior, spin left hand up to the sky, take it up and over. Inhale, straighten that leg, hands into a T, prepping for Trikonasana. Leaning forward, tilting from the hips. We're not swinging the hips out, we're just tilting as far back as that pelvis will tilt. And then dropping the left hand when we can't go anymore. Reaching the right arm up, drop that right shoulder blade down the back. If you've got a block here, it might be nice to put the block, if you usually do this in your practice, pop the block under the left hand. Lean back, ever so slightly. From here, right hand goes outside the left foot, left hand outside the left foot, and spin up onto the back toes. You might need to readjust here. We want the hips neutral. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lift. Find length in the spine. Exhale, move into the space the inhale created. Inhale one more time, lift up. As you exhale, plant the palms down. Slide that left foot all the way up. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Take it and tap the right tricep, and then gently place that left foot down so it's roughly parallel with the right hand, setting up for fallen triangle. Inhale, drop the back heel, lift the right arm up, look up to the sky, send those hips up, fallen triangle. Exhale, slowly come up onto the heels and drop the butt down. From here, I'm going to do this way so you can see me, but take that right foot into the left thigh. Let that right knee just fall out to the side. Flex the left toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over, clasp the hands over the feet. Inhale, straighten the arms, length through the spine. Exhale, fold down and along the leg. Drishti is above the big toe. The arms are bent strongly. We're working biceps, triceps. Lifting the elbows, they don't go lower than the baby toe. Move into the space that the inhale creates on the exhale. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, release. This time, take the right foot, place it over the left thigh. I'm just trying to think if I will face the right way for this so I end up same side as you. Yeah, so right toes are going to point up to the front of the mat. Left hand comes down. Reach the right arm up, take it in front of the left knee, the left shin, and then see if you can grab hold of the left leg. From here, plant left hand into the mat. Lift the left foot up. Pop the weight into that right foot. See if you can lift the butt off. Come into baby grasshopper. Then see if you can keep the left leg straight as you straighten the right leg. Come into a funky forward fold. Then release the left foot. Take it back. Lower the left knee. Find your low lunge here. Sink the hips low. Inhale, Anjali, the arms reach up, lift the gaze. As you exhale, reach up out of the back and then take a little back bend. Drop in the hands, frame in the front foot. Coming back onto that right heel, making sure the butt is over the left knee. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Really send that left hip forward. Send the right hip back. Feel how that turns on, the stretch in that right hamstring. Flexing all of the toes in the right foot back. Gaze forward. See if you can make this a really active stretch in that right hamstring. Now bend the right knee, drop the right foot down, plant the hands. This time take the right foot to the back, find high plank. Let's lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything releases. Nice. You can take the cheek to one side. You can release the hands down. Shake the hips out. Find a moment of calm. Now that we've worked through our standing sequences. And then prepare for locust. So we've done this a few times through our sun salutations. So bring the chin onto the mat or just lift the head up. Take a preparatory exhale. So sigh all the air out. Then as you inhale, reach the chest up. Send the shoulder blades down the back. Retract them in towards each other. Imagine you're trying to grab something behind you with your fingertips. And exhale. Take the opposite cheek to the mat. Have a wiggle out of the hips. Nice, setting yourself up again. So chin comes to the center. Take a nice loud exhale, releasing all that stale air. Inhale, lift up, lift the chest, lift the gaze, lift the legs, lift the feet. Bring the shoulder blades towards each other. Reach through the fingertips. Reach any higher and exhale. Make a pillow with the hands. Have a little shake out of the hips. Nice. From here, we'll find our Sphinx pose. So coming up onto the forearms now, making sure that the wrists are roughly under the shoulders and that the forearms are shoulder width. From here, tuck the tailbone under, reach up through the upper chest, upper back, shine the chest through the arms. Imagine you're using the forearms to pull you through and along the mat. Keep tucking the tailbone under. If we don't tuck the tailbone, what happens is we just dump into the lower back. So we'll take probably a deeper back bend, but we're just compressing the lower spine. Tucking the tailbone under here, so press the pubic bone into the mat. Then lifting the chest, then dropping the shoulders down the back. We may not go as deep, but we are now taking the back bend in the bits of the spine that we want to and the muscles that we want to. Nice. From here, lower down. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, push back, find Balasana, child's pose. You can take wide leg or knees together, yogi's choice. But whatever you did, just bring the forehead to the mat and just take another moment here. Notice what your internal vibration feels like now that we've worked through an interesting sequence, and now that we're kind of dialing it down. From here, lift the chest, lift the gaze, come up. So we'll take either a couple of rounds of dolphin, or you can take dolphin and then come into your version of forearm stand. So if you would like to take dolphin, take opposite hand to opposite elbow. That just makes sure that the shoulders are in the right place when you drop the forearms. Then tuck in the toes under, lifting the butt up, walking the feet in, finding your dolphin pose. So you're really trying to spread the shoulders here, lifting the sit bones to the sky. Let's all take this together for a few breaths, really pressing into the forearms. And then lower down to the knees. So your choice, you can take that again and take another round. If you want to have a go, we'll just play with a forearm stand here. So making sure that the elbows are in the right place again, so opposite hand to opposite elbow. I like to then create a little bit of a gun with my hands. So I curl or clasp the last 3 fingers of the hand, but I keep the first finger and the thumb out. That's just because I need it for stability in the shoulders. If you've got your forearm stand nicely with the hands flat to the mat, then by all means take that. From here, root down into the forearms, bring the legs in. So we might just be taking a few hops up, we may not catch some air, and eventually you might hop up and you might catch a bit of air. When you're ready, coming down, placing the knees on the mat, taking a child's pose. So whatever you did there, whether you were holding your forearm stand or having a go at hopping up, or whether you took dolphin, which I think is a super strong pose, let all that work just settle in for a moment. And then when you're ready, come all the way up, sitting on to the heels. Drop the butt down, swing the legs forward. We'll find our way onto our backs for our final postures. So feet flat to the mat and just find your way down, all the way. Should feel great. Bring the feet in towards the butt. Make sure you can tickle the backs of the heels. We'll take a round of Setu Bandhasana. So inhale, prepare, flatten the spine to the mat. Exhale, Send those hips up towards the ceiling, clasp the hands underneath you and just retract those shoulder blades in towards each other. Really lift in here. Pressing the weight into the feet, pressing the little fingers into the mat, seeing if that can lift the hips any higher. And slowly roll back down, all the way to the mat. Don't change anything with the setup. You can either take modified bridge again, modified Setu Bandhasana, if that is your jam, or you can take Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow or wheel, as we tend to refer to it. So make your choice now. You might not feel like you're up for wheel, that's cool. If you want to though, you'll take the hands alongside the ears, the fingertips pointing back. However you want to get up here is cool with me, but we never stay on the head. So if you've been practicing coming up onto the crown of the head first, don't do that, just come up, okay? So set yourself up, take an inhale, press the spine into the mat. On the exhale, lift up nice and explosive. See if you can take those arms as straight as you can. See if you can take the chest through the arms. For your Urdhva Dhanurasana. I always find talking in this posture super difficult. So when you're ready, slowly, wherever you are, either bending the elbows, dropping onto the shoulder blades, then dropping the hips, or if you're in your Setu Bandhasana, slowly rolling down. Nice. Let's just bring the knees to knock in towards each other here. Take the left hand to the heart space, take the right hand to the belly, close the eyes. Before we move into Shavasana, let's just feel it out here. Let's actively scan the body. What feels good? What feels knackered? What feels like we've stretched it? Just taking a few moments of mindful breathing to allow the thoughts to be there. So we often talk about in Shavasana, you know, try to just focus on the breath, try not to think about anything, which is super difficult. We all know it when we say it. But in this posture, allow the mind to have thoughts. Have a moment of reflection here. How did that go? And then let's take a happy baby, just because why not? So bring the knees into the chest, flex the toes, grabbing outside of each foot, reaching the toes, the feet up to the sky. You know what you're doing, happy baby. Press the sacrum, the very bottom of the back, into the mat. Keep sending those knees down towards the earth. You can take movement here if it feels good. We're really flushing out the practice now, so worry less about how it looks, worry more about how it feels. You can straighten one leg and rebend, straighten the other leg. Oh, feels good. Rebend. Maybe you want to go for both legs. Press the sacrum into the mat. Try not to let it lift too much. Then bring those legs together. Bend the knees. Find your Shavasana. I'll try not to touch what I assume is Burghley's toy squirrel, which I imagine stinks. So let the skull hang heavy into the mat. Shoulder blades melt into the mat. Really press the butt in. Backs of the hands flat to the earth. Palms of the hands up to the ceiling. Closing down the eyes if you haven't. Slightly tuck the chin, just so that we've got a nice long cervical spine, which is the fancy name for neck. And now begin to arrive in your Shavasana. Let every single cell, bone, joint, liquid, muscle, skin, absorb all of that good stuff, all the energy that you just moved through. Let it all settle into you. Feel good that you got on your mat today. It's not easy. Showing up for yourself and getting your ass on your mat is not easy. And for me, that is the work. Just showing up for yourself, that's the work right there. Doesn't matter what happened on the mat. Doesn't matter if you completely bombed it or you completely nailed it. Doesn't matter. You made it here, that's all that counts. If the mind is wandering off, then just visualize the breath coming in on the inhale and then leaving you on the exhale. But don't control the breath now, just let it do what it wants. Let it go into autopilot. Bring some soft movement back to the body now, so gently awakening the extremities, fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Gentle movement, we're in no rush. Take the head over to the left, take it over to the right, back to center. Reach the arms up and over the head, bring the toes to touch and point them. Really stretch out the body. Bring the knees into the chest, give them a hug in, wrap around the shins. You can rock from side to side if that feels good, if that is your jam. Finding your way up to a comfortable seated position. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Bring the palms into the center of the chest. Rub the hands together. Generate some heat. We just built up a lot of fire in the body. Now let's build up a bit of fire in the hands. Once you've got that warmth, cup the eyes with the base of the hands. Let the fingers just fall onto the forehead. Drop the shoulders down the back. Let that warmth seep into the face. Taking the hands into Anjali Mudra, palms at the center of the chest. Press the thumbs into the chest bone. Let's take an inhale together through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale it all out. Blink the eyes back open, let some light in. Lift the gaze. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the class. And I hope to see you, well, we both hope to see you back here on the channel soon. Namaste, Yogi.